Recurse. Wow, the audio! I frantically look around the dark and still room, and the only sound coming from the whirring fan and my rapid heartbeats. A flicker of yellow street lights sifted through my thin curtains, and I heard the Doppler effects of now distant cars. I double tapped my phone. 4 a.m. Another nightmare. When will I ever get a good night rest? The last time I had an uninterrupted sleep felt like ages ago. Groaning, I dropped to the sheets once more, forcing my eyes closed. Damn it, it's too hot. I sat up, flipped my pillow over only to find the other side equally warm, then gave up and succumbed to the heat. Okay. Getting no sleep definitely does not help my case. Not to mention I have my part-time job to worry about. What is the title is Recurse. Okay. Their letter? Whose letter? I slid from my bed to my desk, opening its topmost drawer. Feeling my way inside the drawer, my fingers touched the surface of the parchment I knew all too well. Hey there, dear lunar princess. You certainly took a while to reply to me. I'm almost starting to think that you forgot me. Just kidding, I know you'd never do that. You've probably been as busy as a bee. I'm happy to read that you've been acing your exams, but sad to learn that you are having difficulty making friends. I wish I could be there by your side so you don't feel too lonely. Things have been pretty much the same for me, traveling around the world, meeting all sorts of people. Well, if you were here, I'd introduce them to you. They are nice people. I'm sure you'll get along with them. Anyway, I've been obsessed with this children's show lately. It's called Peanut Parade. Have you heard of it? The main character, Mr. Peanut, is so brave and just he is the type of person I want to be when I'm way past that age. But you, dear princess, remind me of Pistachio. He acts tough on the outside and never lets anyone into his shell, but once he shows his true self to Mr. Peanut. Spoiler alert, it's in Season 4, Episode 17. He is a huge softie and has a pure heart of gold. I hope you find friends like Mr. Peanut one day, Lunar Princess. I, Apple Strudel, have the utmost faith in you. XOXO, Apple Strudel. Apple Strudel is a pen pal I occasionally write to during high school. They helped me overcome my struggles and made me feel heard. But now it's been almost a year and I still haven't received a letter from them. I often wonder if something had happened to them. I even sent more letters their way but no reply. I thought of visiting their home before, but there's no way my parents would let me fly overseas to meet a stranger I barely knew. The exam was a fluke. I'm pretty sure I bombed it. I am so exhausted. Finally, I slept more last night. I probably would have done better, but no time to wallow in regrets. I have to get to my part-time job. Boss will kill me if I'm late. I speed walk out of the university, passing by clubs showcasing their activities to other students. Join any clubs yet? I got my eyes peeled on the basketball and football club. Or maybe I should try a racket sport? Oh, I totally forgot you're the sporty type. How about you? I'm gonna take it chill, like join the board games or the book club. Ooh, sounds fun. Maybe I'll join the board games club with you. Look at those freshmen still so young and naive. Wish I had more time for clubs, but I'm close to graduating and I really need to secure a good GPA and graduate with highest honors. It feels like I can actually see some insect on my microphone, hence why I'm glancing to my microphone once in a while, but I don't see them. And after that, I'll get a decent paying job and move out of my family house, get promoted to a higher position, and then... Allison, take out the trash on your way back home. I did as he said and lugged a huge black plastic bag out of the restaurant's back door. It was halfway to the dumpster when I realized that something wet was trickling onto my shoes. Okay. After finishing up tomorrow's assignment, I plop on my bed, exhausting, kicking in like a ton of bricks. My body burned from fatigue. My bones felt like they were melding with my bed. I glanced at the box containing my writing supplies, now covered in a layer of dust in the corner of my room. My favorite fountain pen and inkwell, now dry, I presume, are inside that box, stowed away, abandoned. I have long forgotten about my hobbies. As you grow up, you realize you have less and less time to indulge in the things you like. You suddenly gain the audacious capacity to judge which activities bring the most value to the table, throwing out the ones that were so important to you but useless in society's eyes. It's pretty sad, actually. Is life meant to be lived this way? Wow. Oh my god, my nose. I'll graduate with a good GPA, get a good work, get a good job, work my ass off, get money, rinse and repeat, and then what? What comes after that? No time to waste, gotta get to my part-time job. Take out the trash, Allison. That was my cat. Hey Lunar Princess, sorry for the long radio silence. I forgot to let you know that I moved houses and the moving company somehow lost the box containing all your letters. They recently found them though. I really should have remembered your address, sorry, it was completely my fault. I recently went back to my old house and was surprised to find the mailbox stuffed to the brim with your letter. Anyway, I've read them all and I'm so sorry that you went through all that. I promised you that university would be better, but it seems it wasn't the case. About your gnawing anxiety and concern about the future, I was once there too. I felt like I didn't fit in, that there is nowhere safe in the world for me, no place to call home. I was incredibly lonely. I didn't know what to do with my life. Every day I wake up, work, sleep, rinse, and repeat. I feel like I'm stuck in a limbo, living the same cycle over and over again. When I quit my job, I thought I was out for good, but I found myself in another cage. I'm trapped between invincible walls, like an ant confined within its self-drawn circle. But things will get better, I promise. Feeling this way is just a part of growing up. By the way, are you still writing poems? I haven't received any of your poems recently. People say you'll feel more in tune with yourself when you do the things you love, so why don't you start writing again? And if you are not feeling inspired, why don't you go outside and spend time with nature? I heard that there is a beautiful park in your area. I'd love to go there when I visit your town. Stay safe, stay happy, and don't give up. Looking forward to receiving your letter. Please send it to the new address. XOXO Apple Strudel. That's my cat. Reading the letter left an overflowing joy bubbling in my chest. Never expected that Apple Strudel experience what I went through too. They just seem so cheerful and composed all the time. I guess everyone felt lost one way or another, huh? Tomorrow is a Saturday, so perhaps I should take a break and return to writing. Maybe I'll do as Apple Strudel says and do some writing in the park. It once used to be my favorite place to write after all. Oh! There was another piece of paper stuck at the bottom of the envelope. I carefully took it out. It's a poem. Apples really love writing poems too. That's how we found each other and how we bonded. I began to read the poem out loud. Because our universe is coming to an end, come, let us toast to the little time we have left. From my peripheral vision, I see something. No, someone flying towards me, but I was too late to react. The person crashing to me knocked me off the bench and the impact sent me rolling on the ground. Oops. Sander! What did I tell you about toning down your strength? Now we've hurt both Kyle and an innocent bystander. Who's Kyle? Oh. Oh. Hi, are you feeling alright? I'm Revka and we are so sorry about earlier. Wait, why am I apologizing? Sander, you apologize. I was trying to show off a cool wrestling move, but I ended up throwing Kyle towards you. Throwing? Kylan. Allison? Too long. Ellie it is. How are you feeling? Is your head alright? You took quite a fall back there. Oh, the girl's awake. Scott. Allison, this is Scott. He's also our friend. Hello. He's always been unmanageable like a wild animal. Surely you don't think we'd leave you pass out on the grass like that? We're a group of gentlemen and gentlewomen, am I right? Says the one who caused the scene. No, it's not like that, but you should stop dragging people into your mess. That's it, come. Huh? Okay. Ellie, have you had lunch? Here, have some sandwiches, I made them myself. No biggie, it's the least we could do to apologize for knocking you out. I accepted the sandwich from her and she ushered me to take a seat on a checkered picnic mat. The sandwich was delicious, layered with chicken breast, lettuce, tomato, and cheese. I don't know how to explain it, but I could tell that it was clearly made with love. Revka seems like a nice person. Thanks for the sandwich, it's delicious. Aww. The busy city life isn't for everyone. Heck, it's really not for most people. Don't you feel like we're stuck in a loop? Every day we feel the same. We wake up, rush around, try to keep up, but are we really get anywhere? And then we think, is this really all it is in life? Wow. Guess what makes it all a bit more bearable? Friends, people you can trust, people who support you and be your pillar to lean on when you are down, people who are willing to lend a listening ear as you rant about your day. Haha. A new sparring partner? Sandra finally released me and I gasped for air. I'm sorry, just got too excited. Can of beer? Okay. In the... never mind. Rev is closer to one. Oh my god! Ward! Why are you all so nice to me, a stranger you barely know? Why? Do we have to not be nice? Scott suddenly joined the conversation, taking a slow sip of his beer. Is there a reason that we shouldn't be nice to someone? Correct. Correct. There is no reason to not be nice to someone. All relationships start out with being strangers after all, and kindness is a key ingredient that can turn a chance encounter into something far more precious. Okay. Tell me, are our paths destined to intertwine? Or will you leave us with nothing but a shadow without letting us etch our names into your story? Somehow this is so deep. Yeah, what do they mean? Okay. Dear Dear Apple Strudel, I went to the park to ride today as per your suggestion. Spending a day in nature and doing activities I love made me think that maybe things aren't so bad at all. I just need to take more time to unwind and appreciate the things around me that I take for granted. Oh, I also met some strange people at the park today. They literally came crashing into my life and offered to be my friends. I was a bit wary of them at first, but they didn't seem like a bad people. So I guess I'll give it a try. Hope you are well and happy wherever you are, Apple. I'll always be thinking of you. XOXO, Lunar Princess. Ooh. It may just be my imagination, but the days that follow Saturday seems to be a bit brighter. I guess doing something you love and talking to people did make a difference. It is. A week later, I found myself going to the park again, bringing my writing supplies with me. As I was walking to my usual spot, I saw Kyle seated under a tree writing on a notebook. I waved at him, but he did not seem to notice me. Should I go up and say hi to him? I'm feeling a bit shy now. What to do? Somehow sensing my hesitant presence, Kyle looked up from his notebook and smiled at me. Morning, Ellie. I'm happy that you decided to hang out with us. Are you going to write today? I've been in the mood to write lately. That's great, writing is a form of catharsis. Wow. You can transmute your feelings into word and immortalize it for you to relive or for other people to experience. Now isn't that magical? Then through that logic, all manners of art are a form of catharsis. True, but unlike music and visual art, which are more implicit, writing expresses the writer's heart openly. Not if you use metaphors to hide its true meaning. But then again, what is true? Why are you so deep though? It's still morning. Doesn't the truth lie in the eye of the beholder? Stop it guys, it's too early for the philosophical talks. My head is already spinning. Morning. Good to see you spend your precious Saturday morning hanging out with a bunch of old men and old women. Clearly you are the only one old here. The only old one here, yeah, correct. It seems so. While Revka and Scott were bickering, I noticed that the notebook Kyle had was full of handwritten music sheets. Kyle, you compose music? I'm a composer. Huh. My cat is sneezing. Oh. Do we need to bring him out? No? And she's running away. Anyhow, so what kind of music do you compose? I'm not exactly how to categorize my music. They are a reflection of myself. Each piece contains a fragment of different stages of my life, my encounter, my emotion. And some of them are pieces inspired by the sound of nature. But this piece I'm composing is an ode to someone very dear to me. A thing of sadness flickered across Kyle's eyes, but it was soon replaced with his usual calm demeanor. Feeling I shouldn't push the topic further, I simply sat beside him while ensuring enough comfortable distance between us. Anyway, I actually work as a retail manager. Being a full-time composer of musician won't earn you much in this economy, unfortunately. That's sad but true. It sucks that art is always underappreciated when they mean a lot to us. You can say that again. Speaking of art, I just realized that we are all artists. Really? There's you, a writer, me, a composer, Revka is quite a skilled painter, Scott is good at still life sketches, and Sander... Martial art is considered an art. It's just a very physical and dangerous art compared to the rest. Gather around everyone, it's my turn with activities this Saturday, so let's do some watercolor painting. Ha! This actually kinda reminds me of... Oh, back then I actually read a few webtoons. But it's been a really long time since I actually I really just read webtoon. There is a webtoon. But I forgot the title though. On that webtoon, they have like weekly activities and you come inside this area and then every week the theme and everything on the area is actually changing on that spot based on the theme on what the one who is supposed to be like organized on that week, and then it changing and changing. It's about art. They draw, they sketch something, and every week it's always a different theme. But I forgot the title. Kinda reminds me of this part. They are all stranger too though. We have a tradition where we take turns to conduct an activity and everyone has to follow along. Last week was Sanders and today it's Ref's turn. Just shut up and take this paper, brush and palette. Now sit there in a corner and try to draw something simple like, I don't know, a worm? A worm? Hey Ellie, wanna paint too? No pressure if you don't want to, though. Ooh. Millipedes, worms, same difference. Both of them squirm on the ground and live in soil. These curl up into a ball when they are poked. While Sandra and Revka continued bickering, Scott, Kyle, and I were sitting on the grass painting serenely. I was painting the tree that currently shelters us with its shade, but I made major blunders just a few brush strokes in. No, the branches aren't as thick as this, and I think I used too much black paint here. Is there a way to undo this? Should I start over and make a new painting? Huh. Maybe I'll ask Rev for another paper. Allison, not everything is about getting things right. Wow. Scott's sudden cryptic comment made me look up from my painting, blinking at him a few times. Painting is like poetry, it's not meant to be black or white, good or bad, right or wrong. Just make yourself comfortable and let the brush flow. Art is all about expression after all. Wow, I like this character. Really? Yeah, your tree looks good, Ellie. If I didn't know any better, I would have thought you were a painter. I mean, look at mine. Kyle showed me his painting of a squirrel nibbling on what seemed like an acorn. It was cartoonish with one eye obviously bigger than the other, but it was nevertheless adorable. That's so cute. Caricature style, not bad. I'm not good at realism, it's too much pressure to draw things the way it is. Don't be too fixated on getting things right, just trust and enjoy the process. Wow! Okay. I love Scott. When I took off my thinking cap, the friction of the brush strokes on the paper suddenly felt relaxing, easing my tensions. And I came to appreciate these brief, peaceful moments, living the present surrounded by nature and company. I closed my eyes, suddenly feeling a wave of drowsiness. Why? It's afternoon already. She slept? Eesh. Black hole-like object, that's Scott's head. He was blocking my view, so I added him into the painting instead. Yeah. Maybe I do have a hidden talent in art. Great, maybe you should keep it hidden. Yeah. Ali, you have my full blessing to throw Sandra's masterpiece out. Masterpiece? Please, it looks like a chicken had an existential crisis and took it out on the paper. But I didn't say there is no hide it in an attic and never speak of it again. Okay. Don't you think you two are safe just because you are keeping distance? It's time for dinner. Antipasti ala dear. Yeah. Revka dove in to rejoin the scuffle and avenge me by tickling Sanda. Why does it hurt instead of tickle? To be honest, it actually sounds like a slap rather than actually like a jab on the stomach. My fear of contact faded away. So this is what he meant, huh? He? We had another person in the friend group. In fact, he was the one who brought us all together. His name is Nate. He passed away 2 years ago. Okay. This is enjoyable though. There has been an increase of suspicious people around the area. Yesterday there was an attempted assault just a few blocks away. Okay, how long is this demo going to be? It's been 33 minutes. Talia. We got a call this morning from a cleaner who found her body here. She likely fell from the top of the building. We found cut marks on her wrist, likely a result of self-harm. Investigations are still underway, but it will be most likely ruled as suicide. Talia, the quiet student who is always sitting alone in the corner. We've been in a group project before, a sweet girl, punctual too, spaces out sometimes, and I saw her outside of lecture last week when a few girls confronted her. There's no way she'll kill herself because of that, right? No, do not live with regret. Oh no, I'm still reading. I'm reading, but it skipped everything automatically. The girl who jumped, was my classmate. Her name is Talia, and she always had a sweet smile. We were in a group project once, but we never. If only I've been more. Ellie, calm down. Sander suddenly bent down and placed his hands on my shoulder. Look at me. Good. Oh. I'm a trainee police officer in this district. If all goes well, I should get my badge next year. Wow! Such a coincidence. No, do not live with regret. Why are you blaming yourself? But then I have to basically try to be on their foot. Sorry. Sometimes we just fail to see the beauty of things until we actually lose them. Wow. The writing. Ellie, maybe there is nothing we can do to bring your friend back, but spiraling into negativity would only make it worse. Use this anger, this overflowing emotion you have to change yourself and become a beacon of kindness. I thought you just said to hell with schoolwork. In the great Allison's wise words, to hell with work. Okay. Ooh. The view from the hill overlooked the bustling city area. I could even see my university from right here. I come here whenever I need a place to vent. For it coincidentally when I was trekking during police training. Nobody ever comes here, so it's the perfect place to relax and unwind. Somehow the distance makes the problems I have look so small. There was someone really important to me, someone who changed my life. Before I met him, I was a mess. Well, mess is understatement. I felt like I was fighting the world, yet what I'm fighting against, I'm not sure what exactly it is. It was something invincible. Every day when I wake up, I get angry at the world, angry at the way things are, and then I keep fighting. But I felt so alone because I believed that nobody shared the same views as I do, and so I treated everyone as an enemy. But I was wrong. In my hatred, I forgot that there are people out there who could be my allies. When I met him, let's just say that a random encounter was all it took to turn my world upside down. Or was at least. He died some time ago. It was a huge blow to us, to me, Kyle, Ralph, and especially Scott. So he is the friend that Scott was talking about last time. His name is Nate. Nothing was ever the same without him. My deepest condolences, but his spirit will always live on in our hearts. Always look towards the light. Whatever you do, you need to remember to look towards the light. Even in the darkness, there will always be a tiny glimmer of hope, and you need to hold to that hope, that light with your whole being. This darkness will pass as long as you don't give in to it. Good things are heading your way, I guarantee it. Somehow this game... Being all file is not my style. Understandable. Life is too precious to live pointlessly without meaning and without hope. So we'll take our deepest worries and turn them into declarations of hope. What are you going to... What are you so worried about? My future, my love life, my schoolwork, my job, my family, my friends, all of the above. My future. To be honest, more like about the money. I'm not really financially stable, but so that's probably my worriness for now. Feel free to come by as often as you'd like. I'm sharing this space with you, and as of now, we're the only two people who know about it. Time passed by so quickly and we didn't realize that dusk had crept in, spreading its indigo hues across the sky. Whoa. Wow, the writing in this game. Sandra turned and started heading down the mountains while I took one last glance at the city lights below me. Little did I know that the next time I come here everything would be completely different. What do you mean? What happened to Sander? Revka had texted me the location of the cemetery where Nate was buried, but I honestly was still on the edge of deciding whether or not I should go. They're still here? Okay. Having brought no shovel for this impromptu excavation, we used plastic spoons to dig up the time capsule that Nate and the gang buried under a tree. It was the same tree I fell asleep on the last time. Talk about coincidence. All we can do now is to touch the last blades of grass, last gentle stroke of the sun. Love, cry, and die. Enjoy. This fragile mortality we have. To be honest, I do have a suspicion that that Nate is probably like Apple's Trudeau, and the story still goes on with the ghost, but that's probably just me. I was your average miserable salaryman back then. Wake up, go to work, eat, sleep, repeat. I'm stuck in the cycle of constantly working myself to death just to pay bills and put food on the table. I had given up on my dreams to be a musician. There was simply no time for doing the things I love, the things that make me feel like me again. And since my dreams have been stripped away, it felt like there was no point in living. One day when I was playing my violin at the park, there was a man who was listening intently. Soon after, we had a talk over a cup of coffee, became friends, and the rest was history. He helped me rediscover what was the most important to me, and bit by bit the world seemed like a brighter place thanks to him. What if instead of breaking your heart into a million pieces, they piece them together to create something beautiful? Oh, my eyes. I feel so touched right now. The writing is something simple yet actually easily understandable. Like this feels like I'm actually reading some light, casual type novel, wholesome type of thing. Stop it, it's morning. So we have a pretty long talk with two characters already. Are we going to are we going to talk with Revka and Scott too? Okay, how long is this game going to be? It's still a demo. It's almost an hour. Gimana gue itu jam? the illustration and the text is definitely not in line. Something warm was suddenly draped over my shoulders. I turned, realizing that Scott had put a jacket on me. He's still wearing it. Chicken skewer, why? Do you think this world has gotten darker with each passing day? Wow. This world with its warped values and constant evil sometimes doesn't feel like home anymore. That's why in this world where everything is unstable, we need a home with stability. He looked at me with those eyes. Eyes were not looking at me, but at my soul. I hope that we could be home to you, Allison. And I hope as you venture in this dark, cruel world, you will carry this warmth with you and be a home for others too. Thank you for choosing to stay in the light. They are small things, but they make me feel like I'm seen, that people actually care about me, and that I'm not alone in this world. Scott smiled, a glaze of understanding in his eyes. Your strange but wise words, Revka's cheerfulness, Kyle's care and Sandra's assurance, all of you showed me how bright life could be just by being around people. Wherever you go and whatever you do, always head towards the light and be the light, no matter how hard it is. The world doesn't need any more cruelty, we've suffered enough. A sudden uneasy feeling settled in the pit of my stomach. Ooh, what is this though? Each cake had Chinese characters and ornamental decoration engraved on it. Mooncakes. Oh. Chicken skewer? It's been a while since my family did actually. We kind of fell apart, and when that happens, these traditions aren't as important anymore. Whenever we do gather, it always ends up in a fight. Better to not celebrate it at all, haha. Who do you want me to be? Your nagging father, your edgy brother, your distant and mysterious uncle? You're more like an annoying little sister to me. Big brother, I need your money for my tutus. Ah, this is the picture on their itch.io page. Oh. Okay. After some time, Sander complained that it was getting too cold, and we agreed to pack everything up and retire for the night. Being responsible and gentlemanly adult that he was, Kyle drove and dropped each of us to our respective houses. Hmm? Oh, my eyes. Stop. What if Scott died too? Okay, what happened? How long is this going to be? This is still a demo, not the full version. Huh? Oliver Mathias Lee. Is this Scott? A week after I went abroad, Scott went on a solo camping trip. He didn't tell anyone where he went, but assured them that he'll be back soon. But he never returned. Reed, Rev, Kyle, and Sander filed a missing person report and even looked around the city for him. The police found Scott's body almost a month later in a lake. Investigations continued, but failing to find evidence, they ruled Scott's death as a case of suicide. Soon after the case closed, Rev, Kyle, and Sander saw each other less and less. Is the heir of a famous conglomerate? One an heir to a conglomerate, the other a secretive individual, met their ends under bizarre circumstances about a year apart. Scott sent me a parcel on the day of my graduation. Baby? Hmm? Oh my god! Oh, it is actually correct apple strudel. Oh my god. Oh, okay, that was great. Wow. Ooh, this change from just 1% the beginning to 5% more the end. Perhaps later in the full version there will be night too. Perhaps. Somehow I want to say something. Like I hope the game probably could be picked up by fellow traveler, but then who am I? Thank you, that was great.